on, I haven't even started the video yet. You're early as hell. Don't you listen to the cues backstage? I'm shooting it. I'm gonna promote your business. Leave me alone. You've terrorized my life enough. I'm probably gonna buy it. This 800mm lens, that's light. This is the lightest lens I've ever lifted. Thank you. Just go create something good. Leave me alone. How come it's so hard to edit these files? I can't.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we got it. Canon glory. Canon color science, it's upon us. It's blessing our hearts. Teenage girl skin? Not quite. Not quite. That comes from within. You can't just ask a camera to give that to you. But I demand it. I actually have this Yongnuo 85mm 1.8. I don't know why I even kept it. They gave it to me for review. Usually I sell these bullshit third-party lenses, but I was like, keep that one. Even though I don't own a Canon camera, but thanks to Camera Canada, today we have one for testing. And if you're curious, this is actually an open box sale right now. If you're in Canada, you want one, Canon R5 and this 800mm 2011 lens, open box. Click those links down below. I make no money off it. I don't care if you do it. I'm just hoping that Camera Canada gets some business so they see, oh, it is worth sending him gear. Okay, let's do that. So buy it, you trubs. What's a trub? So I got a bunch of footage with this 800mm 2011 yesterday. We'll go through that, but tomorrow I'm planning on heading out with the Sony. Wow, that is quite the difference. Can you see any of that? Probably not. I'm going to take this with the 2x teleconverter because they're both 800mm 2011 on the wide end, long end. So we'll compare them, see who's better. Sony Glory with the dynamic range or Canon and its 8-bit, because that's all I can edit. So we're just in 1080p 8-bit standard profile and I can edit the files smoothly. Everything's good. When I switch into 10-bit C-Log, forget your life. I tried a couple clips and it's just like it stutters. That hurts. That sucks, man. Like if I had one of these new Mac, like Mac M1s, whatever those are, I could edit the files, then yeah, this would be a great little setup. Some of the best stave I ever seen. My first shot, I just saw a sparrow. I was like, hot damn, that is sharp. The animal eye detect latched right on. I was like, wow, look at you. It's so sharp and I don't know, almost clinical looking, like too sharp. That's what I'm finding with this Canon footage. Fuji has magic to it. There's something about the X-Trans sensor with the dynamic range and the colors. It's like, wow, that's vintage and cool. Canon, it's like, it's so sharp. You would use it for like laboratory testing to make sure, okay, this test tube is definitely clarified. There's no water spots on it. Good. That's what Canon's movie would be. I will say this, however, that animal eye detect, it's not perfect. It doesn't just always get the animal no matter what. It's not foolproof. There were a couple moments where I'm like, okay, you're not gonna do it, huh? Just like it seemed obvious, the animal was right there. There's some sticky situations where there's like twigs in between us. Like I get it, it's a challenge, but for the most part, it just worked. It worked well. But there are moments when there's stuff in between, and sometimes that can be a nice shot. You get twigs doing this shit, but your animal's here. This is good content right here. And you got the eye, like he's hidden by this beauty. This is beauty. And it's fine. Then you have to switch to manual focus. I haven't figured out how to do the manual focus override yet, but we'll get there. But if you just do the autofocus to manual focus switch, and then I find this lens manually focuses quite perfectly. I must say the sensitivity is real nice. Smooth zoom ring, fantastic. I can't believe how light this feels for an 800mm full frame. I forgot, I tested this a long time ago and it was like unusable. It was so heavy with the EOS R. I was like, damn, that's a bitch. But now that I'm used to carrying around the G Master and that Fuji Beast, it's like, yeah, it's actually lighter than them. It's like 2,000 grams for the body and the lens. Most of my other stuff's like 2,500-ish. You're pushing it. And this slides on the clip. I have that, boom, It's a little awkward when it's extended out like that and the camera, one wrong turn, it's a camera in the eye. That's fine, I don't mind those risks. So my first impressions of the footage, it's very sharp, it's nice. It's just, it doesn't have any magic to it until you go into C-Log, but I tell ya, the stutters are real, and it's not worth it to me to shoot that way, and it sucks that Canon has decided to make unusable codecs, but then their C70 has the easier to use ones. And so like the conundrums are real. If you're a Canon shooter, what do you even buy? The R5 is better. It has animal detect autofocus. It's like, boom. But we can't edit the files. So R5C then, okay. We can edit the file. Oh, we lose animal detect. Oh God, why? Just have babies, you bunch of dicks. But Canon Color Science helps you sleep at night because of the beauty that it induces in itself. The colors of your skin resemble that of your ancient ancestors. That's the way it was meant to be. I've been getting a lot of comments lately saying, this guy thinks he can handle the 800mm lens for video, what an idiot. How come you don't believe in yourself? The impossible can be achieved if you reach for it. If you believe that you could do it, you can do it. And I have been doing it, and every camera system is capable of it. Panasonic does it just fine. 100 to 400, 800mm, perfectly stable. Fuji, I'm very impressed with their 600mm. It's more like a 770 in slow-mo, perfectly stable. I'm happy with it. There's some herky jerks. That's on me. I'll get used to it. I'll get better. Canon, fantastic. Full frame 800mm IBIS, smooth. There's moments where it's not, but you can do it. Like I was getting the moon, pointed up is harder. It's definitely harder, and there was some definite wobbles and shakes, but hot damn, you can handhold this stuff. It's not like rocket science, it's just, it works. The only camera companies that are struggling with it are Sony with the teleconverter. Not happy with that, but that's an issue with the converter. It's doing weird things. It wasn't designed for that. In slow-mo, the 100 to 400 is fine. It's not great, but it's doable in 120p. So Sony with teleconverter footage I'm not a fan of, and Olympus for some reason, they just suck at it. I will say this, I was getting a bunch of comments about the Olympus Stabe. The sync Stabe on that 300mm prime, it was usable. It was somewhat okay. I just wasn't blown away. Like Fuji keeps things steady, like it's on a tripod. There are some micro shakes the odd time and some jerks when you move it. So the Olympus was nice. It wasn't like perfectly still, but it was good. It's just that manual focus clutch was more sensitive than my mom on Valentine's Day. So sync Stabe on Olympus, like I'm not blown away, and they only have it in the 300 prime or that $10,000 freak lens that doesn't have a body that deserves it. You just, like, why would you do that to yourself? So the 100 to 400 doesn't sync the Stabe, and I tried every version, just lens Stabe, just IBIS, both together, both plus digital. That was the best, but it still was terrible, like worse than Canon full frame, worse than Sony full frame, your mom's full frame. So this Canon footage, it's very stable, it's very good. I tried 8K RAW just for a little bit. See, I don't know how to grade that, but there it is. There's 8K RAW for you. I can't really play it back. That's the annoying part. Like, I like to scrub through the footage and then wait for the animal to do something, a blink, a slow look off into the distance. Something like that, not just a static, oh, I hope the hawk doesn't see me. Get some emotion in that frame and then we're good to go. So I can't scrub through that footage. So Canon, just usability wise, annoying, but the results, man, if I could use that C-Log 3 10-bit with that Stabe on a full frame being this light, like how could you beat it? And animal detecting the eye? How? Like fantastic. And I can't edit the files. I need a new computer. Help. It was the young new Autofocus. Young new never lets you down. The exposure looks like it's letting me down right now. Canon. You listened, I saw the shadows darken. It wasn't professional, but you did it. One thing I like about Canon, they allow you to use their special features in all modes, like animal eye detect, that works in 4K 120p. It's like, boom. Like digital stabe works in 4K 120p. In 8K RAW, you could do enhanced stabe. You can do crop mode and enhanced stabe. Like, it's insane. Whereas Sony, it's like their active stabe that you need, absolutely need, doesn't work in 4K 120p or 1080p 240 frames. A lot of the stuff just doesn't work. Oh, crop sensor mode? Nope. Not in 4K 120p or 1080p 240. Cripple hammers. I didn't have any overheating issues, but it was like -7 degrees Celsius. So if you overheat in Canada in the winter, even spring here is your winter, wherever you are. It's cold. That would suck. But it was fine. Short little clips. I'm sure I could go out even in a hot, sweltering summer day. Just short little 4K 120. There, oh, 4 seconds. Boom, done. Turn it off. Off with the left hand. That is so stupid. Just give me a flicker. So thank you again, Camera Canada. If you buy this through their links, you might have to wait for me to send it back to you, and I will drop it in the dirt on purpose, but it'll be Camera Conspiracies dirt, worth money in some cultures. So thank you for shopping. Check their open box deals. It was a good little source for used stuff. I'm overselling it. Send me more gear, Camera Canada. I got your back. I moved. You were about to leave. Due to me advertising Camera Canada at the end of the video, you knew there was nothing left that could ever come in this video and it would suck. And you were right. But the 3D pop definition of a Yongnuo lens never fails to increase your belief. Those sirens? Those are people who have dropped dead of a heart attack watching this video live streamed to them. Due to the beauty, mostly. May they rest. It's a safe neighborhood. You get what you pay for here. I moved again, and I placed a fill light on this side. That's amateur. I'm gonna leave. You buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt? They're available. Visiting Camera Canada, are we? That's a good choice. Alright, I'm gonna go. Let me know what you want to see. I probably won't care. I'll already have returned the items by the time you ask me, so. Cool.